Bet, ano ba sabi ko na, Bet? May kumanta ka? Ha? Yung echo ko?
Alin?
May kumanta ka?
Baby! Alright. Marami tayong mga tao na kung minsan pinapakialaman ng kapwa in terms of kung ano man yung decision or kung ano man yung prinsipyo ng ibang tao, kung ano man yung religion niya, kung ano man yung paniniwala niya. Especially in terms of God. So, by just looking at some videos right here, talagang nakapagtataka. My God, there's a lot of things that people are really, they're so funny in terms of kung ano yung alam nila sa Biblia, and then they think that, wow, eto, i-apply ko ito, and then so I can be a saint. Alright. Oh, by the way, I need to speak in English so everybody will understand. Unless those Filipinos cannot understand me. And I'm sure they will try to understand. Okay? I'm just speaking in English so at least I can also accommodate some other foreigners who belong to different countries. At least I'm sure that they can understand English better than Tagalog. Okay. And I'm sure also the Philippines can really do understand about Tagalog. Although sometimes there are lots also who are really not capable of understanding very well. This, I understand that. But I'm just making it as in general, okay, so everybody would understand. And that's probably the reason why you've been wondering why the hell I am speaking I'm speaking in English. It's not my own language. Well, now that you know, I guess, and I hope you should understand that. Okay, so talking about a lot of people who've been very mad at what they can see or what they can hear from anybody else's preaching, most especially those who are preaching different kinds of principles about God that they don't understand the idea that God lives in us, but God is up there in the sky, and then it's gonna be coming very soon. Okay, so they tend to just go with the Bible literally. Okay, I don't go with the Bible literally because as far as I'm concerned, everything in the Bible is symbolic. It says right there, if you can go to mysticatempleofchrist.com, there is a verse right there that the Bible is symbolic. It was just meant to guide us. It was just meant to show us that this is and that is what's gonna happen if you do something like this, or this is what you need to this is what you need to get rid of, so you cannot make sin. So everything in the Bible is actually more of of symbolic for me, and they're not really meant literally, because each time that you take it literally, it's really, really dangerous, because I'm sure that we are already aware that nobody is perfect. Okay, so if everybody commits sin, and each time that you see right there, you hear or you can read right there that if you do this and then you're going to die, or you're gonna be dead, or you ought to be dead, or you deserve to die. Okay, you're gonna go to hell. And that's what a lot of preachers right now are doing also, especially those preachers. They're going on the streets, and they think that just by going on the street and then just crying out loud whatever they have actually read in the Bible, and then that's what they're actually doing right in the street, doesn't matter where they are, and then trying to accuse or trying to misjudge a lot of people. And they think that they're not misjudging, because the way they deliver their messages, it's actually forcing them. It's actually telling them what to do, or you. It's not in general. They think that they're just doing it in general, but the truth is they are really accusing each of those. They say, you go to hell. You smoker, you go to hell. You you faggot, or you lesbian or you gays are gonna go to hell. I mean, wait a minute. That's not the way how to preach. Try to preach is you say what makes sense. You say the words that are needed to be told without having to attack somebody else, without having to attack somebody's ego. Because sometimes, like, if you're attacking somebody's ego and then that tend to have a commotion, or sometimes, like, you're gonna get into trouble. And I've seen that, you know. There's a lot of people who are actually walking, and then all of a sudden, hey, you, why do you dress like that? And then that's accusing somebody else's directly. It's not like something like, okay, if you are already somebody who is like, if you are a born again Christian, I mean, the way to dress is like this or whatever. I mean, you say it's in a nice way. It's not like you are going to attack somebody because of how they dress, attack somebody because they are wearing a lot of makeup, attack somebody because he's gay or a lesbian, and then right in front of them you're going to say, hey, you are going to hell. Did you make peace, or did you create peace? Did you create love right there? No. I mean, Mystica Temple is to promote love, peace, unity, and of course prosperity. Okay, it's very, very important, and of course respect. Okay, it's very important for us to show some respect to somebody by means of respecting whatever they are, respecting whatever they do. And if you happen to see something is wrong that's going on in him, I mean, it's okay to say something, but not directly. Okay? It's okay to give the word of God, but not directly accusing that person, because no person is going to allow that. No person is going to allow somebody who's accusing right in front of her, or accusing her directly, or forcing him directly to do something, or to misjudge her or him, especially if you are just a human being like him. I mean, I believe that God, when God is going to change you, He's just gonna come. It doesn't matter what you do now. It doesn't matter if, like for me, for instance, you know, I used to be very stubborn. I never allow anybody to come to me and say anything about God. I never allow anybody to come to me and read the Bible. They would say, oh, we're just gonna have a Bible Bible something, you know, we're just gonna read some Bibles, we're just gonna sing for you or whatever about religious stuff and stuff. And so I don't care. I mean, whoever your God is, and then go and serve Him, and whatever mine, and then I'm okay. Once I have a problem, that's the time that I would need God or whatever. I mean, I have God. You know, I'm not denying about God, but if you think that you're gonna come here and give me some lectures or give me some sermons, because I'm not even asking you guys, I'm not soliciting any sermon or any advice coming from you, because you're just a human being as a sinner like me. So why do I have to listen to you? That's what I used to say. But then, when God came to me, all of a sudden, with no time, with no hesitation, I just had to change. Because when He showed Himself through the truth that I've seen right there up the sky, and then blasted right in front of me, and then I felt that I was just gonna melt, and then I just dropped on the ground, and I was just crying. I said, Lord, Lord, Lord. And that was it. I woke up crying, and then of course I had to call my husband, and then he came all of a sudden, and then as soon as I was telling him what had happened in my dreams, and all of a sudden, as soon as I pointed the truth up the sky, and one of the bulbs, it just broke. So what does that mean? Okay? So if God is gonna come to you, He will come in no time. He's just gonna come right away. So if ever somebody's doing something, I'm gonna say that it's not your jurisdiction, it's not your business to tell him what to do. Because God, if God is really going to change that person, God is going to change him no matter what.